Okay, hello everyone. This is going to be kind of a short video today. I'm just going to talk about one thing. It's actually from LOL Man the. I think it's supposed to be the LOL Man. He asked me about some books he was thinking about investing in and asked me if I had any suggestions. So, I told him I would do this video. I still have quite a few decks that I can do reviews on, but I thought I'd take a break and do something a little different. He asked me about the Card College series by Roberto Giobbi. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Maybe it might be Giobbi or Giobbi. This is the first volume. There are 5 volumes in the series. And he wanted to know if it would be a worthwhile investment for him, because the books run about $35, $40 a piece, and then you usually have to get them shipped to you, so there's an expense there too. And he wanted to know if it was something that would that was even worth it. And I told him that they are probably the single best series you can get to create the foundation and learn a lot that you want in sleight of hand magic, sleight of hand card magic specifically. I credit this book right here. I got this book when I was 11 years old. It's seen its better days, but I got this when I was 11. It used to have a dust cover on it. Don't know what happened to that. Got it when I was 11 years old for a birthday present. My mom took me up to a local magic shop called the Wonderground in Royal Oak, Michigan. And if you live out there, you know what that is. And the guy up there, he's since cut his hair, but he used to have huge dreadlocks, which was kind of fun. And I also did some work with him with Magic Network back in the day. I used to talk to them a little bit, so it was kind of cool. Anyway, I told him, I said, okay, he pulls out all the, the hot rod and the ickle pickle nickel and all these kinds of things that you usually get started off with magic. And I was like, no. I've done that. I've seen that before, right? I'm 11-year-old, know what I'm talking about, right? I come in there and I go, yeah, I want something different. I know about all those things. I'm meh on them. I'm okay, right? I'm good. I want to learn some actual sleight of hand card magic. I know it exists. I know it's difficult to get into, but I really want to learn this stuff. I want to start on my way. And he told me, he's like, okay, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, right? He's like sitting here going, okay, an 11-year-old, right? This is before cardistry got real big, and there were a whole bunch of super genius kids with amazing dexterity. But at this time, talking like, this was a million years ago. But at this time, he said, if you want something that'll get you right on the way, this is it, right? And so we got it. And I did nothing but study this thing. Gosh, I used to, when I was learning how to do a one-handed fan, what people call spread fan now, a one-handed fan, or smear fan, I think they call it smear fan. I did that so much practicing that my hand locked up, right? So I studied this thing. I was serious about this book, right? And in the inside cover here, you can see it's got all these diagrams about like they're mapping the deck and the hand and showing it in different ways. And I'm going, okay, this is some serious stuff. This is reaching on the actual magical realm of things. This is like this is something serious, right? I'm actually going to be learning things in here. And in the first book, this is what really gave me my foundation. It talks about simple things. There are some more advanced moves in here, but a lot of it's different ways to do a double lift, or different ways to, or the correct way to shuffle a pack of cards, and a number of different variations. The overhand shuffle, the Hindu shuffle, the riffle shuffle, all those kinds of different things. And it talks about the correct way to do them, and you really need to learn the correct way. You can't just emulate something and think that that's going to work, because if you want to keep progressing, you're going to get to a point where you're going to learn a certain move, or want to learn a certain move, say a second deal, and you're going to have improper technique, and you're going to have been handling a deck in a certain way so long that it's going to make it more difficult, because you're going to have to stop and relearn something you've already been doing for a year or 2 years or whatever it is before you get to the second deal, and then realize you're doing it wrong, and then have to wipe the slate clean and start over again. If you learn proper technique in the first place, then everything can just be added on gradually in a much more easy fashion. So even if you think you know a lot about card magic and sleight of hand, if you don't have this book, this is something I really strongly recommend. I recommend getting them and reading them in the order that they were put together, because he kind of designed it that way, right? And whenever you go and you're creating an effect or something, and you're trying to, what can I use to do this or do that, to switch cards, or what can, this is such a great reference book. I go back to this book, once a week, and we'll check out something, or reread the passage that I forgot about, and learn something new, or relearn something, and find solutions to problems that I was having. So, excellent book. The whole series is great. The whole series. If you can get them, go for it. I know Penguin Magic has them. I know that a number of other online magic realtors have these books, and if you don't have them, they are a worthwhile investment. Get them. Okay, and that's my best suggestion I can have to you. So, one last thing I wanted to talk about. Sometimes, if I decide to switch it up, like I am here, or if I cannot make a show like I did a couple weeks ago, I had Cardmate2K asking me, hey, where were you, and everything. I do make those announcements on Twitter, so if you want to follow me on Twitter as well as on YouTube, it's not a popularity contest. I actually put a lot of information on there that is helpful and will let you know what I'm doing. So definitely subscribe to me there if you find that, if you want to have that kind of schedule, or if you want to know what's going up in the programming or whatever else. So I thank you very much for your time as always. I'm Alan Paletti, and I'll see you later.